Before we dive into today's heart-melting love story, hit that subscribe button. And like if you believe love deserves a second chance, no matter how many years pass, let's begin. In the late 90s, a small Ohio town glowed under autumn sun, golden cornfields stretching alongside oak-lined roads, mingling with the sweet scent of Buckeye candies from the Main Street Bakery. Lively bluegrass music echoed from the local Chestnut Festival, filling the Midwest air with warmth. Callie Dawson, a 16-year-old with a radiant smile as bright as marigolds, floated into biology class in a floral dress. Her family's modest farm was a haven where her mother, Leela, whispered, "I love you" every night, teaching Callie that love has no expiration date. Clutching a notebook of love quotes, Callie dreamed of becoming a teacher to help poor children, believing words of love could change the world. A heartfelt love story in the making. Ethan Vale, 17, sat at the back of the class, his quiet eyes hiding a guarded heart beneath a worn shirt. His family's sprawling farm felt cold, ruled by his stern father Amos, who scoffed at emotions as weakness. "Men don't say I love you, they work," Amos snapped when Ethan once cried over a lost dog. Brilliant but reserved, Ethan's heart was like a barren cornfield, unable to bloom. When their teacher paired Callie and Ethan for a plant biology project, Callie teased with a grin. "You growing plants or disasters, Vale?" Blushing, Ethan muttered, "Wait and see, I'm a future farmer." Her laughter sparked something in him, like a seed taking root in this romantic comedy story. They worked together at the Autumn Festival, where the aroma of Ohio chili and twang of bluegrass guitars filled the air. Callie showed Ethan how to plant marigolds, joking, "Talk to the plants like my mom says, 'I love you' to the corn." Ethan's rare smile flickered as he replied, "Plants just need water." But he began craving their meetings, where Callie shared stories of her mom singing Wagon Wheel in the kitchen, making him long for a warm family. Love blossomed quietly, an unexpected love, through accidental hand brushes while watering plants and shared smiles when Callie sang off-key bluegrass. Callie, with her open heart, became the light in Ethan's cold world, a middle-aged romance waiting to unfold years later. One night, under an Ohio moon in a cornfield, Callie's heart raced as she held Ethan's hand and whispered, "Ethan, I love you." He froze, eyes blinking, managing only, "Thanks," his father's warning. "Love makes you weak, like your mother who left," echoed in his mind. Afraid of losing Callie, yet terrified of vulnerability, he stayed silent. Hurt, Callie forced a smile. "Guess you love those marigolds more than me." Tears fell as she walked away, unaware Ethan had bought a small necklace engraved with "Grow" for her, tucked in his pocket, too scared to give. He watched her fade into the night, his heart aching, unable to say the words. He waited 20 years to say, "I love you." 3 years of love followed, filled with festivals, chili feasts, and planting marigolds in Callie's garden. Yet Ethan never said, "I love you," though his eyes followed her every move. Callie's smile hit a heavy heart. After graduation, she left a marigold on Ethan's desk with a note. "I'm leaving. Hope you find the words someday." She moved away, starting college but dropping out to care for her sick parents, her teacher dreams fading. Ethan, heartbroken, wanted to chase her, but was pushed by his father into tech, rising to become a powerful CEO. He kept the Grow necklace in his wallet, a silent regret in this CEO love story. Under Ohio's moonlight, the Autumn Festival closed, bluegrass fading. Callie, scarred by her first love lost, never knew how deeply Ethan loved her despite his silence. Two worlds, one warm, one cold, pulled them apart. But fate, like the marigold seeds they planted, waited to bloom after 20 years. The cornfields stood as witnesses to an emotional love story unfinished, a second-chance romance destined to prove that sometimes all it takes is a second chance. She wasn't just the girl he once knew. She was the woman he never stopped loving. Under the neon glow of Columbus, Ohio, Vale Enterprises' sleek tech tower loomed over the Scioto River, where the savory scent of chili from a nearby food truck drifted through the air. Callie Dawson, now 41, pushed a cleaning cart down the top-floor hallway, her pale blue uniform swaying, curly hair tied low. 2 decades ago, she left her small town dreaming of teaching, but her parents' illnesses forced her to drop out, working odd jobs to survive. Now a cleaning lady, she still carried a smile, humming her mother's favorite bluegrass tune, Wagon Wheel, while mopping. "Am I cleaning the floor or making a pool?" she joked with a coworker, accidentally spilling a bucket, their laughter echoing in this heartfelt love story. Ethan Vale, 42, powerful CEO of Vale Enterprises, sat in his glass-walled office, gazing pensively at the river. From a reserved farm boy, he'd become a millionaire in medical tech, yet his heart remained lonely. A failed engagement proved he couldn't open up, and a faded photo of Callie, snapped at an Ohio autumn festival 20 years ago, stayed tucked in his wallet. The grow necklace he never gave her hid in his desk drawer, a lingering regret. He'd searched for her after she left town, but she'd vanished. A faint bluegrass melody from the hallway startled him. Her voice, achingly familiar, stirred his soul in this CEO love story. Callie entered the CEO's office, unaware it was Ethan's. Humming Wagon Wheel, she wiped his desk, knocking over a pen holder. "Oh, I'm a cleaning tornado," she muttered, chuckling, then spotted a small marigold pot on his desk. "Someone in Ohio still loves plants," she grinned, memories of their biology project flooding back. Ethan walked in, impeccably suited, freezing at the sight of her. "Callie?" His voice trembled, eyes wide. Turning, Callie's heart raced. "Ethan? Vale?" Her smile faltered. "A millionaire CEO? Guess you're done with cornfields." Blushing, Ethan stammered. "Still, trying to grow things, but I was never as good as you." A poor girl and millionaire stood face to face, their past sparking anew. Their conversation was brief, awkward. Callie joked about her job. "From cornfields to shiny floors, I've upgraded." Ethan asked about her life, but she brushed it off. "I'm fine, just busy." She left, leaving Ethan staring after her. He opened his wallet, gazing at the photo of Callie beaming at the festival, holding a Buckeye candy. "She's still my light," he whispered, recalling the smile that once warmed his heart. Determined, he began accidentally crossing paths with her, a second-chance romance taking root. In the days that followed, Ethan lingered during Callie's cleaning shifts, pretending to check files. "Floors look spotless, Miss Dawson," he said clumsily. Callie teased, "Thanks, but don't let me polish your CEO desk. I'll ruin $1 million deal." Her young coworker, Sarah, whispered, "Is the CEO chasing you? This building's turning into an Ohio rom-com." Callie laughed, but her heart stirred. She noticed the marigold pot on Ethan's desk daily, a quiet nod to their past. One evening, she left a single marigold on his desk, murmuring, "Feels like the autumn festival all over again." Beneath a Columbus moon, bluegrass drifted from a riverside bar. Callie stepped outside, thinking of Ethan, wondering if he'd changed after 20 years. In his office, Ethan held the marigold, opening his drawer to touch the grow necklace. He knew this wasn't just chance. Fate had brought Callie back, his emotional love story reignited. Sometimes all it takes is a second chance. With an autumn festival approaching nearby, he hoped their love, like the marigolds they planted, could bloom again. She wasn't just the girl he once knew. She was the woman he never stopped loving. Downlight shimmered through the windows of Vale Enterprises in Columbus, Ohio, casting golden rays on a cornfield painting and a vinyl record softly spinning, Wagon Wheel's bluegrass twang. Callie Dawson, 41, pushed her cleaning cart into the CEO's office, her pale blue uniform hugging her slender frame, curly hair tied high. Weeks after reuniting with Ethan Vale, 42, her heart wavered between memories of their cornfield days 20 years ago and the stark present. She was a cleaning lady, he a millionaire CEO. The marigold pot on his desk, their accidental meetings, and his rare smiles stirred memories of planting seeds together. "Don't dream, Callie," she muttered, wiping his desk, humming Wagon Wheel to drown her fears in this middle-aged romance. Ethan, arriving early, stood behind a bookshelf, eyes fixed on Callie. In a gray shirt, no suit, he channeled the farm boy of their youth. The photo of Callie at an Ohio autumn festival, kept in his wallet for 20 years, and the Grow necklace in his desk drawer were reminders of his regret for never saying I love you. His father, Amos, had forbidden emotions, calling love weakness, and that fear cost him Callie. Her bluegrass humming broke his resolve. As she turned to leave, he strode forward, locking the office door. Callie, wait! His voice shook, startling her. She dropped her rag. What, awarding me Employee of the Month? She teased, but her heart raced at his gaze. Deep, yearning, laced with regret in the CEO love story. Ethan took a breath, clutching the necklace in his pocket. I've waited 20 years to say, I love you. His first confession, from a man who once couldn't love, rang like an unexpected bluegrass note, shattering the silence. Callie froze, eyes welling, her heart stirred but her mind screamed, too late. Shaking her head, she choked, Ethan, 20 years ago, I waited for those words every day. I gave up my teacher dreams. Now I'm just a cleaner. You're a CEO. We're two worlds. Who are we anymore? Ethan stepped closer, pain in his eyes. My father said love was weakness. He banned tears, banned I love you, said it'd ruin me. When you confessed, I wanted to say it back, but I was scared. Scared if I was weak, I'd lose you forever. He pulled out the Grow necklace, placing it in her hand. I bought this after the autumn festival, but I was too afraid to give it. I kept it 20 years, like I kept you in my heart. Callie touched the necklace, memories of cornfields and the marigolds she left when she walked away flooding back. Tears fell. I'm not the Callie you loved, Ethan, she said, voice trembling. I've lost too much, and I'm scared. Scared I'm not enough for you. She stepped out, leaving a marigold from the building's garden on his desk. A goodbye. Thank you for saying it, but I need time, she whispered, eyes red, leaving the office in this emotional love story. Ethan stood still, holding the marigold, recalling the flower she left when she left town. Words weren't enough. He had to prove his love through actions. Callie, walking down the hallway, the scent of chili from a food truck near the Scioto River wafting by, clutched the necklace, her heart torn. Ethan's silence 20 years ago, shaped by his father, had hurt her, but now her insecurities, a cleaning lady beside a powerful CEO, made her fear opening up. Her coworker Sarah spotted her and teased, Did you drop the CEO's heart? You look so sad, Callie forced a smile. Just dropped an old cornfield, she said, hinting at their rich man, poor woman story. In his office, Ethan gazed at the cornfield painting. Wagon wheel playing, resolved not to lose Callie again. He remembered Callie's mother saying, I love you every night, and he wanted to live that love. Outside, autumn sunlight bathed the building's garden, where marigolds bloomed brightly. An autumn festival loomed nearby, and Ethan knew their love, like the seeds they planted, needed time and action to bloom. Love has no expiration date. Under Columbus's glow, Callie and Ethan, separated by a locked door, stood on the cusp of healing, chasing a second-chance romance to rediscover a mature love that never faded. She wasn't just the girl he once knew. She was the woman he never stopped loving. Autumn painted Columbus, Ohio in golden hues along the Scioto River, where bluegrass melodies from a nearby harvest festival blended with the savory aroma of chili and sweet buckeye candies from food trucks. Callie Dawson, 41, pushed her cleaning cart through Vale Enterprises halls, her heart tangled after Ethan Vale's confession. The Grow necklace he gave her and his I love you, after 20 years of silence, stirred her, but insecurities as a cleaning lady and old wounds kept her guarded. I'm not the cornfield Callie anymore, she whispered, mopping, touching the necklace, recalling her mother's nightly, I love you in this emotional love story. Ethan, 42, the powerful CEO, refused to let Callie slip away again, choosing actions over words. One morning, Callie entered his office and froze. Ethan was wiping her usual desk, sleeves rolled up, clumsily soaking a stack of papers. CEO or floor cleaner, pick one, she laughed, her heart lighter. Blushing, Ethan quipped, floor cleaner if you're the boss. Sarah, her coworker, passed by teasing, this building's turning into an Ohio romantic comedy story, Callie. Callie shook her head, but Ethan's smile, echoing the marigold planting boy of their youth, stirred her. She left a marigold on his desk, a habit, unaware he treasured each one in this middle-aged romance. Ethan persisted, quietly tending the building's garden where Callie grew marigolds. He planted a small cornstalk, a nod to their teenage biology project. Spotting it, Callie burst out laughing. "From millionaire to farmer, you're demoting fast." He shrugged. "If it makes you smile, I'll plant all of Ohio." He sent anonymous marigolds to her desk, each flower an apology for his 20-year silence. Callie, though acting tough, kept them in her bag, muttering, "Someone's good at softening me up." Sarah, spotting the flowers, winked. "CEO or secret florist, which is it?" Callie blushed. "I'm sticking to cleaning in this office love story." The arrival of Rick, 45, the building manager, complicated things. A former teacher who abandoned his dreams to care for his sick mother, Rick mirrored Callie's sacrificed teaching aspirations. Drawn to her resilience, he gave her a book on education, saying, "You deserve your dreams, Callie. Don't let the past hold you back." Touched by his genuine kindness, Callie saw a steady, undemanding ally. One afternoon at a coffee shop near the Scioto, Buckeyes on the counter, Ethan, coincidentally, sat beside Callie. "Another accident, farmer boy," she teased, sipping coffee. He grinned. "The autumn festival's coming." "I remember you stealing my chili there." Callie laughed, recalling their festival days, but only said, "Watch out, I'll still eat your share," in this second chance romance. Rick, seeing them, offered a sad smile and told Callie, "I won't compete, but if he hurts you, I'm here." His words sparked reflection on her self-worth. Clutching the Grow necklace, she remembered her mother's lesson that love requires trust, questioning if she could open her heart to Ethan. One evening, she found him watering the cornstalk in the garden under moonlight, his shirt soaked. "Planting this late, farmer?" she asked softly. He replied, "Growing what I lost." "You're the most important seed." Callie's heart raced. Wordlessly, she left a marigold by the corn, her gaze softening in this heartfelt moment. Beneath Columbus's lights, bluegrass from the festival echoed. Callie passed a chili truck, torn between Ethan and Rick, wrestling with her heart's desires. In his office, Ethan held her latest marigold, gazing at the old festival photo of Callie, vowing to prove his love with his life. The garden, with its tiny corn stalk, stood as a testament to a quiet romance blooming, where actions spoke louder than words. Spring draped Columbus, Ohio in vibrant green, transforming Vale Enterprises' garden into a canvas of golden marigolds, a small cornstalk, and bluegrass echoes from an autumn festival near the Scioto River. Callie Dawson, 41, stood in the garden, a floral dress replacing her cleaning uniform, the Grow necklace glinting on her neck. Months of Ethan Vale's actions, wiping her desk, sending anonymous marigolds, tending a cornstalk that echoed their youth, melted Callie's heart. Her insecurities as a cleaning lady once held her back, but Ethan's sincerity, like her mother's nightly, "I love you," convinced her that love has no expiration date in this heartfelt love story. Ethan, 42, no longer the cold, powerful CEO, stood in his office in a flannel shirt, gazing at Callie's photo from an Ohio autumn festival 20 years ago. Inspired by her dream to teach, he changed, funding education for poor children. Rick, the building manager who once cared for Callie, stepped back after gifting her a teaching book, saying, "You deserve to bloom, Callie. He's the one to make it happen." Grateful for Rick's kindness, Callie knew her heart belonged to Ethan, the man who didn't just say, "I love you," but lived it, from their cornfield days to today's garden in this middle-aged romance. One spring afternoon, Ethan led Callie to the garden, where the cornstalk stood tall and marigolds bloomed brightly. The scent of chili and buckeyes wafted from nearby food trucks, mingling with wagon wheel from the festival. Kneeling, he opened a small box, revealing the Grow necklace now engraved with, "Love is shown, not just spoken." "Callie," he said, voice steady yet emotional, "I'm not proposing to fix 20 years of silence. I'm proposing to grow our love right this time, with actions, not just words." Tears streamed down Callie's face, her mother's lesson that love is a lasting flame echoing. "You farmer, making me cry among marigolds. Who's cleaning this?" she teased, sparking his laugh. Nodding, she pulled him up, hugging him tightly. I want to start again, Ethan. With you. A second chance romance bloomed. Their wedding months later wasn't in a fancy hotel, but in the building's garden, under spring sunlight and gentle bluegrass. Tables held Ohio chili, buckeyes, and cornbread, evoking their festival days. Callie, in a simple white dress, wore the new necklace, holding Ethan's hand, eyes radiant. Sarah, her coworker, shouted, Ohio's movie got its ending. Rick, a guest, teased, Ethan, next time you plant corn, don't let Callie mop for you. Callie laughed. Don't worry, I taught him chili, though he burned it. Guests from coworkers to townsfolk roared with laughter, blending with the nearby festival's guitar strums in this feel-good story. Callie returned to school, chasing her teaching dream, helping poor children with Ethan's support. He expanded his education fund, hosting garden festivals where kids planted marigolds and learned love as action. One evening, Callie stood in the garden, gazing at the cornstalk, whispering to her mother through the necklace, Mom, I found love again. And myself. Ethan wrapped his arms around her, murmuring, I love you. His voice steady. She winked. Farmer boy, say that daily, and I'm keeping receipts. He kissed her forehead, moonlight bathing the marigolds, proof of a mature love in this CEO love story. Sarah, munching a buckeye at the reception, whispered to Rick, From mopping to love, Callie's the best bluegrass song. Rick smiled, nodding, happy Callie found her place. Columbus's community, from Vail Enterprises staff to chili vendors, gathered in the garden, sharing the tale of a couple reunited after 20 years. Under city lights, bluegrass rang out as Callie and Ethan slow danced, as if back in their cornfield. The camera pulls back, the garden telling a story of emotional healing, self-worth, and true love returning, like marigolds blooming after seasons of waiting. She wasn't just the girl he once knew. She was the woman he never stopped loving. If this story touched your heart, leave a love in the comments and tell us, do you believe love has no expiration date? Don't forget to subscribe for more soulful stories where lost love finds its way home. And share this video with someone who still believes in second chances. See you in the next one.